Hey everyone, back again to do another SOTA Street Fighter figure review. This time we're reviewing Balrog. He's a really nice figure. Couple problems though, so I'm going to go ahead and point those out. We'll go ahead and get started right into the review. Like I said, it's a good figure, but keep an ear open so that you can hear what I have to say because there are a few problems with this figure. First of all, I know I have kind of forgotten, not kind of, I did forget to tell you the size of some of the figures, more like most of them. So this time I brought a ruler and I'll give you a definite size. Balrog comes in right at 7 inches, right to the top of his head, 7 inches. So he's one of the larger figures. He's about, he's in between the middle and the top. So he's in the top 25% of the figures for height. He's pretty heavy, he's got some thickness to him, but that's also one of the problems. If you'll look, he's got kind of a small shoulder ball joint. So the articulation's kind of limited by his big biceps and by the bulky torso. Also, this shirt, the torn shirt, is not soft, it's hard. So it really limits the range of motion for the bicep, and as you can see, the white part rubs off on the bicep rather easily. His arms are so thick you can't get more than 90 degrees out of the bend. It's not a real big deal, but it is a bit of a problem. The head is on a ball joint and it looks up no problem, but you can't really get him to look down at all. So the range of motion is a little bit limited for that as well. The hips, they have really small ball joints also. I don't know why SOTA did that. The legs are really thick, the waist is really thick, but you can't move them that much because of the tiny ball joint in there. So kind of another problem. Ab crunch is still there, no problem with that. The rotation's there. This one's stuck. Ugh. The rotation's in there. And there's a rotation in the ankle there too, or in the shin. I don't care for that a whole lot personally, but it is in there. He's got all the rest of the regular articulation from the waist down. He doesn't have any hand articulation except for a pivot or a swivel, whatever you want to call that, and that's all he has. For these hands, his alternate hands, the wrapped hands, they do have the regular hinge in them, so that's kind of nice. The alternate head, the regular face, same articulation as this. It's kind of limited, unfortunately, but it's not terrible. And both of the heads look pretty good, I'd say. Depends on which one you want to use. You can see the paint app's pretty nice on both of them. I'm not a real big fan of the weird face, so I use this one more often than not, but I split them up so that you could see them in the review. So this is the player one version. He's all blue. He's got the regular red gloves on and the dark brown boots. So not a bad figure. It's still a nice figure, but there are those few sculpt and posing problems. So keep an eye out for that. Next version I want to look at is the black version. He's got orangish colored boots, a little bit lighter. He's got the black outfit, obviously, and he comes with red gloves. Didn't bother showing you because they're basically the same as these. Everything else on the figure is the same. He's just got the black shirt and shorts and the orangish colored boots. So not much to say about him. The yellow version, he's got orangish gloves this time, same color boots as the black one, and the yellow shirt. Unfortunately, the Balrog figure isn't one of my favorites just because of the few problems that it has. It's not bad. I don't know, there's just something about it that I'm not a big fan of. This is the red one. It's kind of a brighter red, same color boots as the other two variants, but this time he's got blue gloves, dark blue. You know, maybe the thing about the figure that bothers me the most is that you can't put him in a real good boxing pose. With the arms being so limited in articulation, that's about as close as you can come to him being in a boxing pose. And that's not very good. So I think that's the biggest downfall for this figure. The articulation's not hindered too much. Things like that aren't as big of a problem as they could have been, but the lack of being able to pose his upper body is really the problem. And he's really top heavy too, so it's kind of hit or miss with this guy. If you really like Balrog, you'll like the figure. If you don't, he's kind of going to be just right in the middle of the group for you. He's not bad, but he's not good either. So there you have it. There's Balrog. Let me get him in his group shot. and then I'm gonna put him away because, like I said, he's not my favorite. Because he's so top heavy, he has some trouble standing. There you go. There is Balrog. There we go. So, if you like Balrog or you're a big Street Fighter fan, pick him up. You won't be disappointed, but you won't be real excited for it. And that's really all I have to say about Balrog. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more reviews, and in the meantime, keep collecting.